Zambo and welcome to my channel. So today I am going to discuss on what will happen to the current and voltage in parallel circuit. So I have displayed the materials required out here. So firstly we will need 3 ammeter. I have numbered the ammeters as ammeter 1, 2 and 3, and we will need 2 voltmeters. So along with that one we will also need a switch. We need batteries. I do not have the battery holder, so I have improvised the battery holder with the masking tape. This side is the positive terminal and the other side is the negative terminal. I have marked with a marker, and I have 2 bulbs with the bulb holder, and I have already connected two wires to this bulb, and I have other connecting wires here. And for necessary taping and marking and cutting, I have these materials here. So now let's try to start connecting the circuit. So in order to connect the circuit, before connecting the voltmeter, let us try to connect the meter first, and later after completing all the circuit, then we can connect the voltmeters. So this will make us easier to understand the circuit. So let us firstly start with the battery. And the switch will always go to the positive terminal of the battery. So finally we are done with the circuit connection. So it starts from the battery, it goes to switch. From switch, this is the first ammeter, ammeter 1, which measures the total incoming current. So from ammeter 2 it goes to bulb 1, and from ammeter 3 it goes to bulb 2, and finally it goes back to the battery, which forms a parallel connection out here, bulb 2. This is the parallel connection formed here. So let us see whether this functions. So when I put on the switch, so both the bulbs are glowing with equal brightness, same brightness are seen here, and I could see some a deflection in the ammeters. Now let us try to connect the voltmeters to the bulb 1 and bulb 2. So the voltmeter will be always connected parallel to the bulb. Ammeter 1. Now I have connected the voltmeters to the circuit. So I have connected the voltmeter 1 parallel to the bulb 1, and the voltmeter 2 to parallel to the bulb 2. So this forms the complete circuit along with the ammeter and voltmeters. So this voltmeter is used to measure the voltage across the bulbs, 2 bulbs, and ammeters are connected to measure the current flowing across the circuit. So let us try to connect complete the circuit and see. So I was putting on the switch. So we could see 2 bulbs glowing with equal amount of brightness here. So we have bulb 1 and bulb 2. So let us see here firstly in the current. In the parallel circuit, the current will be distributed. So this is the total incoming current measured by ammeter 1. So it shows the deflection around 12 deflections, and it goes to the first bulb from the ammeter 2, and it has to be distributed. Distributed means it has to be divided among the bulbs. So we have 2 bulbs, it should be half of that. In the ammeter 2 it shows around 6 deflections, which is half of the 12, half of the ammeter 1, which shows the distribution. In the same way, we also, if you look into the ammeter 3, we also see around 6 deflections out here. So we which goes to the bulb number 2. So this clearly indicates that in the parallel circuit the currents are being distributed, meaning the currents are being divided among the appliances. So when you move to the next one is the voltage. If you look into the voltage that is shown by the voltmeters out here, so in the voltmeter 2 we could see around 10 deflections shown in the voltmeter 2 in bulb 2, and in the same way we can also see around exactly 10 deflections in the voltmeter 1, which clearly shows that the voltage in the parallel circuit is being equally distributed, or it is being equally flowing through the circuit. So therefore this is the advantage of using the parallel circuit as the household wiring. So another advantage of using the parallel circuit for household wiring is if we damage or if we try to remove, or if any of the appliances stop functioning, the other appliances also continues to function. So let us try to remove bulb number 2 and see what happens to the bulb number 1 there. So I am removing the bulb number 2, so bulb number goes off and the bulb number 1 is still closed. So this is another advantage of using the parallel circuit in our household wiring. Instead of using the series circuit, we use parallel circuit for our household wiring. So that's all for today. Hope you got something from today's this demonstration. Thank you.